Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you may be. I'm Dada Veda, and I have something important to say, I think. I'm a yoga teacher, a monk, and this may sound strange coming from someone like me, but I've been thinking about current events recently, specifically about the violence that took place in the Capitol building of the USA when angry mob stormed the House of Representatives and the senators and tried to disrupt the proceedings there. So a lot of people are blaming, well, of course, they're blaming the person who incited the riots, the president, and then it also falls to Twitter and Facebook, and who enabled his message to convince so many people of something which is not factual, that there was widespread voter irregularities, even so many the Justice Department and other people who investigated. It's not the case in all the different states and all the different legal um, places where this thing was brought up. It was not accepted. So clearly, many people believe what is, if you put all the evidence on the table, many people believe lies. And this is something which is we can't go on with this kind of a world if 50 or 60 or even 40% of people believe in a big lie and they're ready to do crazy things because of that lie, then we can't have a healthy society. So what is the solution in the long run? In the short run, of course, you could suspend somebody's Twitter account. You can ban that person from Facebook or like that. But there's a bigger issue here, and nobody's talking about it. It's the whole issue of media and who should run the media, who should guarantee that the media is not leading people astray. You could think about it as a continuum of the education system. Like our society exists because we have an education system that teaches people what is what and what which is which and so many things that we learn through the medium of education. But media is also an extension of that, and definitely society should have a role to play in this process. It's not just that anybody could say anything. Okay, so I know that in America they have. If you're outside, you say they, or if you're inside, you say we. But there's a tradition of free speech and all this. But it doesn't mean that anybody could say anything at any time in any place. And definitely, the media should be responsible. It should be just as responsible as the education system is. So how to do that? How to do that is a big thing. Who's going to do it? Yeah. So some people say if a political party says, "No, no, we'll decide what is the correct thing, what is not the correct thing," then you will get a one-sided picture. So in the long run, what will have to be done? Educators, journalists, wise people, honest people, good people will have to come together. And they will have to, in the future, there will be certain commissions of composed of this kind of a category of people, educators, wise people, good people. And then the media will have to be regulated. Sorry to say that, for people who believe only in free speech, the media will be regulated, not to stifle a view which is, unpopular, but to make sure that demonstrated falsehoods are not spewed out to the public, and in a way which will destroy the society. It'll have to come, sooner or later. See, right now, it's on the capitalism, the richest people, they buy the media. So that's why in America, 6 companies control all the different television stations, radio stations, all the different outlets. It's rich people, rich interests control that. So it's not that we should have media of the rich, we should have media of the wise. So this is the future. And it won't be in the future, if we're going to survive, that just any person can say anything, especially any rich person can say anything. So this is what I think is going to come. How to do that? The devil is in the details, of course. But this is what we can look for in the horizon of a commission composed of educators, journalists, and um, honest people, wise people, service-minded people, and they will form some kind of commission, and the media in that society will be regulated or guided by that kind of thing. And also another thing that has to be done, media has to be uncoupled from money. So it shouldn't be just the wealthiest individuals or groups of individuals will do it. No, the media should be placed in the hands of the good people, the same people who are going to guide it. Those also people like that should also be doing it. It means that good journalists and good educators should do their work unhampered um, by either political or by moneyed interests. This is what I think is on the horizon, on the future. But I'm just who am I? I'm nobody. But think about it. Think about these ideas. So thank you. And if you like what I have to say, then subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, and follow me, and we'll be here together. So thank you so much.